Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an Astro and Tarot live stream where we read, we comment and we develop about today's energies and the major influences in the sky today, right now. Thank you very much for being here, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. Remember to type !Discord to reach my Discord server where you can contact with me and with other people that are interested in astrology, spirituality, tarot and whatnot. Alright, other than that, go and check the LinkTrees in the description down below, mine and my beautiful partner's LinkTree as well. And if you want to know more about your natal chart, if you want to know more about your current circumstances, or if you want to know more about spirituality, I do natal chart readings, tarot readings and personal consultations, live and recorded for all modalities and formalities. Contact me via Instagram DM or via the email in the description down below. So, let's go. Today the moon is in Libra, the sun is in Aquarius, and we have a grand air trine in the sky because we have the sun in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, moon in Libra, and Mars in Gemini. So we have three planets in air. Let's go. Hi Dario, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you feeling today? How are you going through this grand air trine in the sky? Are you thinking and communicating about the right things, or are you too light-headed, airheaded, and goofy? You know, don't you trust? You can't trust those goofy guys. You can trust them. You can trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because they be goofing in the wrong areas. You know, because hold on. Because as growing up, I've always been told, you too serious, because I have that Aquarius big microphone head, Aquarius stellium, Saturn in Aries, Mars in Libra in the first house. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I was doing right, bro. I was being serious about life. I was being serious about relationships, my goals and my values. And then people live life the other way around. They don't take their life serious, but they take their work serious, or they take their art serious. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that, but there is a reason why you play the piano. There is a reason why you play the cello. There is a reason why you play a certain role when you're an actor or actress. There is a reason why you play football. There is a reason why you play chess or video games, because you playing, okay? That should be a part of your life, right? So you should take life serious, and then your routines and patterns, your works and whatnot should be light. You should take yourself very serious every day, every second. You know what I'm saying? Be serious about your own life. That's it, that's all. Shout out to Daria, go check her YouTube channel as well. Check her LinkTree in the description down below to reach more of her content. She recently dropped a beautiful outfit. Go check her IG as well. In her LinkTree, you can reach it, okay? So Grand Air Trine means that you have a huge gift, a very easy access, a very fluid energy. Maybe you are already doing this, but you are not aware, you're not thinking, oh, I'm doing that, because it's so easy to be in that energy that your spirit makes no effort, your spirit meets no turbulence, and sometimes that's the problem with Grand Trines, not just air, but air and fire go a bit extreme in this, because you might be feeling very good, you might be feeling very light, you might be having no fears to talk about something or talk about somebody, and you might just say certain things you shouldn't say. You might just connect with certain people you shouldn't connect. You might share certain ideas or plans that you have no business sharing right now. You know what I'm saying? How is the audio, by the way, Daria? There is any static, any background noises that I can eliminate? A gift to be flung. True. The thing is, if you have a lot of fixed energies, this will help you, okay? Because whoever has a lot of fixed energies, they need air and water, okay? Air to make them still feel safe, still feel logical, but lighter. Can breathe again. And water is to slap the fixed stubbornness and remind you, you as a spirit created things so you can interact with other spirits and connect with them. Okay, so stop being so stubborn, listen a little bit. You don't need to accept what they expressing, but enjoy the fact that you are expressing, or that we have the ability to do that. And the Grand Air Trine goes infinitely in those lines because it's all about communication, all about thinking, all about seeing one thing from different points, from different angles, in a way that it makes sense. And that's what separates air signs from earth signs, because both deal with logical, rationality, mentally processing something, right? But the air signs really always look, sometimes subconsciously, for flexibility, for different perspectives. And that's why air signs might be more unsure, and they might not be more insecure, but they show more the insecurities, right? Because they are more external, right? And sometimes the air signs have more capabilities, or have more potential, or have better ideas, or they have better ways to do things, but because they're always trying to see things from different perspectives, they actually never go in a perspective. And the earth sign is always, or most times, in one perspective. So it is not surprising that the earth sign will manifest and actually acquire something, because that's how spirits create things, by spending a lot of time, energy, and attention in one specific area. That's why the shadow government worships the fixed signs, because that's how they can fixate their ideas and their systems. But we have nothing to do with that. That's just an example, okay? And the Grand Air Trine can really give this energy of, like, I remember, at least when I was a kid, there is always that thing that our parents and older kids will tell us, that this van giving you sweets will take you away, right? In this case, you just take the sweet, you don't enter the van, because the Grand Air Trine can help you understand things without being attached, without feeling so much, without it being so serious, and without it being so real. Because you have to remember something: we create reality, right? But we need always, as spirits, to get out of reality, to get inspired by ourselves or other spirits that we see as examples, so you can create better realities or improve the reality that we are already in. So you can do that. For example, look at what or how the shadow government do things, right? And learn with them. And you can use your own fixating spells to fixate your things, but you gotta be sure you are fixating the right things, right? According to your own personal life, your personal goals, right? I'm not here to tell you how or what to fixate. I'm here to tell you that there is certain routines, practices, and that even, like, people, when people hear the word ritual and spells, they think about these crazy stuffs. But your thoughts, or your thought process, is a routine, a pattern, a ritual, and a spell. So with the Grand Air Trine, you have a gift to use, either with more easiness, or, like, you are more aware, you have more clarity, your mind as a routine and pattern, right? Especially because the Sun and Saturn are in Aquarius, which is fixed air. So you can take the Moon in Libra and you can take Mars in Gemini, and then bring them to whatever house you have Aquarius in, and fixate those passionate conversations, associations, and the networking of information, and those new, creative, light, sophisticated, and sometimes gullible feelings, values, and senses of pleasure and security. You can take those and bring into a more fixed, stable, sure, and original space. Because Aquarius, in terms of air signs, is the most profitable. I don't want to say better, because there is no really one sign that is better than the other sign. But when you start talk about certain perspectives, you can organize things. You can do a tier list, right? For an example, in a spiritual perspective, Aquarius is better than Leo, because Aquarius don't connect as much, don't carry as much baggage, and don't accumulate as many emotions and feelings. But physically, those same reasons that make Aquarius better spiritually is what downgrades them physically, because they might not be as proficient, as lucrative, profitable, and efficient in the physical realm because of the things that makes them good on the spiritual realm. That's why there is no good, there is no better or worse sign. But when you see the signs in the air perspective, right? Because air is something that we do, okay? Or it's a big part of how we do things, right? Deals with thinking, communicating, analyzing, socializing, getting out of your emotions and feelings, making sense out of the situations in ways to make you feel lighter. Because one of the worst things that can happen to your spirit is feeling low, pressured, heavy, dark. Because as a spirit, fundamentally, you want freedom, but not freedom, extreme freedom, because that makes you with no value, with no position, with no charge. You don't want that as well, but freedom to create a new reality, to imagine yourself in new situations, to imagine yourself in better situations, to imagine yourself growing and expanding. If you can't do that right now, that means that your spirit is in a sunken place, and you can use this grand air trying to boost you out. Boost it, right? Dragon Booster, that was actually a show that I used to watch a lot as a kid. And Dragon Booster, you boost your dragon, or you boost through your dragon, okay? But you gotta do it, okay? You gotta do it. You gotta take this Trine, you gotta take this gift and use it. Because another negative part of gifts or the Trines, if you have a lot of Trines in your chart, you can go through this, which is you feel so comfortable, you feel so easy, so light, so fast about certain things that you actually don't do it enough, or you don't take care of that gift enough, or you don't use it and then get frustrated when you thought you can do it, or you see somebody actually doing it, because you know you have that power, you know you have that gift, and you ain't using it. Your spirit gets crazy, bro. Your spirit is like, bro, I made these alignments, aka you, right? We made these alignments, and you, physical version, conscient version, not using. So why was working on this? Why were we working on this? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Boost it, booster. And what I was talking about before. In terms of air signs, right? Real quick, Aquarius is quote unquote the best. Like, you have to understand, this is in a specific perspective. This is not Aquarius is straight up better than Libras and Geminis. No, this is through a specific angle, which is how to make the most real use of air energy. Okay? Is Aquarius, because air is light. There is air everywhere, right? Air goes to every space. Air fulfills every space. Air is in everywhere. Okay? So, if that happens to your spirit, you will be lost. Okay? Because a mind is a group of thoughts, or a thought state that is fixed, an awareness that is fixed. Because if it's not fixed, then it's not identity. If your spirit cannot fix itself, it will be just a spirit and not the spirit. And everybody wants to be somebody, right? So, and then your energy gets scattered. You have no point. You have no purpose. Life makes no sense. Okay, if you too scattered out there, the same happens if you too fixed down there. Okay, but right now, through the air perspective, Aquarius brings fixation. Aquarius brings consistency. Aquarius brings uniqueness and individuality, because Geminis and Libras, they might think different, they might speak different, they might bring flow and movement and changes, or just the impression or feeling of change. But if you are not gathering quote-unquote enemies, if you're not gathering some weird looks, weird eyes as an air sign, you are not being real enough. You are just staying in that energy. You are being in the energy. You are not using it. You are not using that energy to make others feel comfortable or to relate in a logical way to some real things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you have to create enemies, because it's air. It doesn't go that deep, okay? It doesn't create as much clash and confrontation and hard feelings. It's air, okay? But air is already light. Air is already not aggressive, right? In the Avatar, the last Airbender, the Airbenders, they have the most powerful bending techniques, but they are not aggressive. They are not an aggressive Civ. They are a spiritual Civ, right? Check me out on Twitch, playing Age of Empires 4 every day. Let's go. It's in my Linktree in the description down below, right? So if you are doing that, you are just being air. You're not using air to achieve a real purpose, or a sturdy purpose, or a purpose that really changes something. You know what I'm saying? So air, in other words, in simpler terms, air can be too relatable. And Aquarius, sometimes they be like, I'm being relatable? Nah, I'm about to break this relatable ship. Nah, I'm about to break this right now. Best streamer, you better believe it. Second best streamer, Daria, Miss Daria. Just because she doesn't stream as much as I do. Otherwise, she will be tied in the number one spot with me over there. So guys, keep commissioning Daria clothing so she doesn't stream as much, so that she doesn't take my spot as the best streamer, okay? Thank you very much. So Aquarius is it's the best air sign, as in it brings some things that both Libra and Gemini's lack, which is consistency, uniqueness, individuality, and a firm sense of identity, right? Because air is already scattered, it's already light, and it's already relatable, right? So, and Aquariuses use that, or we, because I have an Aquarius, tell them we have to learn how to do that. So our message, which is in the higher octave of Aquarius, very important, can be received, and not only received, then we have to clear our misunderstanding with Virgo, which is you share a real thing and others take that as a real part of their life. Mutable Earth, right? So, but Aquarius need to do that in the mental realm. So Aquarius need to learn with Libra and Geminis, so others can receive their message in a lighter, smoother, faster way. And Libras and Geminis need to learn with Aquarius so they can have a real message, a real purpose, and a real objective, and a real process to show others. All right? Are saying you've been having a good time up there? You better believe it. Yes I did. Yes I do. Yes I do. Let's go. So with the Grand Air Trine right now, we have a gift to feel comfortable, okay, or to initiate, because you might not be feeling comfortable right now, but you can initiate that process very easily with your mind. You don't need to do anything. There is things that might help you, but you don't need to. Just need to do it in your mind, which is we are right now seeing the Grand Air Trine through the Libra perspective, which is feeling comfortable, or having the gift to feel comfortable, to attract and to initiate new feelings and emotions about your passionate conversations, your passionate ways to process information, and as well with your fixed way of acting, expressing, seeing the world, and your fixed and unique way to be a part of the world via your associations, your mental and real physical structures and networking, okay? So that's a gift to be more relatable, to be more fun, to be more initiative, to refresh, to keep doing the same thing but in a fresher way, or keep being consistent about some new content, new relationship, or new objective. But it's just, you keep doing the same Mars in Gemini, you keep doing the same Sun and Saturn in Aquarius, you just bring a new feeling, or a new flow, or a new breath of fresh air, alright? Then, with Mars in Gemini, you have a gift to be passionate about your feelings and emotions, your relationships and your places of comfort, safety, and privacy. And you have a gift to be passionate, motivated, angry, or frustrated about your real circumstances, your real associations, the world, your actions, and your worldviews. And then with the sun in Aquarius, you have a gift to act with more confidence, trust, and power towards your passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations, and towards your new feelings, new pleasures, new sophisticated ways to deal and communicate your feelings and emotions. So, you might be too sure about the frustration that you should be actually clearing and detaching from with the moon in Libra, right? Then, with the moon in Libra, you might be creating a new feeling of comfort in a relationship that actually is blocking you, right? And with Mars in Gemini, you might be too passionate about a conversation, about a connection, about a situation that is too thin and too superficial, but you see and feel that in relatable ways, so you think it makes sense and you think you're gonna get something out of the situation. And the only thing you got was a whole bunch of waste of time, right? And then you have Saturn over there ruling everything from above, the big old Eye of Sauron, right? May you ask a question? Yes, you may ask a question. Go ahead. Then with Saturn in Aquarius, you have a gift to bring stability, structure, because it's very important to the air energy to bring some limits and boundaries. And that's why Aquarius completes or complements, or it's the best air sign, because it is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. It's ruled by what Libra and Gemini miss sometimes: structure, limits and boundaries. Saturn, uniqueness and originality, change and opposition, because sometimes air is too relatable, from Uranus, right? So Saturn is bringing to your actions and to your expressions and to your worldviews commitment, reality, and the goal and objective. Saturn is bringing to Mars limits, boundaries, and some realistic sense and points of view. And Saturn in Aquarius is bringing to the moon in Libra reassurance, confirmation, and some feelings of exaltation. Oh, bro, somebody just said, may I ask you a question? And then they delete that question of the Grand Air Trine, bro. You're thinking too much. Just ask your goddamn question. Okay, you're thinking too much. Just ask the question. It's okay. Oh, that's actually, you just reminded me of something. Thank you. It's in the Grand Air Trine, bro. Just go ahead and ask. Even if you say the most dumb thing in the world, perhaps the other person was really needing a conversation. Perhaps the other person was really needing to open up, and you were dumb just to crack the ice and create an interaction that was beneficial just because it was an interaction. And that's actually a bad thing of air signs. Sometimes we just talk because we want to talk. We don't talk about a purpose or an imagination, fire. We don't talk about a feeling or an emotion, water. And we don't talk about business, earth. We just talk. Shut your ass up. Are you talking about spirit? Are you talking about the subconscious? Are you talking about some money? If not, stop talking, air signs. Go get one of those things to talk about. Go get one of those objectives and goals to talk about. Don't just talk, bro. And I know what I'm saying. I have Stellium in Aquarius and Mars in Libra, bro. I know. I've been as in recently, but in my whole life, I've been talking too goddamn much, okay? And like, not like I was like missing opportunities, not like I was getting out of good situations. It was just like, when was time to be more internal, when was time to be silent, or when was time I was feeling bored, or I was feeling this, or I was feeling that. My first go-to thing was talk, just steer, pop up a conversation. And sometimes no, bro, we dealing with things internally. Be silent, observe, and sometimes, you airheads, you gotta listen. Sometimes people don't need your advice, they just need to hear how dumb they sound themselves. And you having that air energy, even though you might sound a bit judgmental, especially Libras and Aquariuses, deep down the other person's spirits know, oh, these guys that chose air energies, their spirit is light. Their spirit don't really care about what we are conversating, their spirit just care about the conversation. So even if I'm the dumbest person alive, just because we talking, they good, they happy. And if I'm cool, if I'm lucky, they will teach me how to talk better or to think better. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the chat, ask questions, bro. Why do you think I make live streams? Why do you think I make YouTube videos? To interact with people, to create a community, to create thoughts, ideas, expressions, connections, and associations. Alright? So if you don't feel comfortable to ask something, especially in a Grand Air Trine, in an Aquarius stellium with Mars in Libra, either I'm really scary or you flunk, and I'm sure you flunk. Just kidding, guys. I might sound scary, okay? And if you think I'm scary, that's for a reason. I'm not going to tell you that I'm sweet, because sometimes I'm really not. Sometimes I really am. Okay? So, Grand Air Trine in the sky. Don't think too much. Only if you're an Aquarius, because you can't escape it. So, use Libra and Gemini to lighten up, to be more flexible, to expand, and to have multiple choices on what to overthink about. So you can, because air signs work a bit the other way around. The other signs, the more options you have, the worse. More lostness, more pondering, more indecision. Air signs, perhaps not Geminis, but air signs, the more options the better, because air sign is already unsure. Air sign is already insecure in the mind, when it's time to act, right? So if the more scenarios the air sign process in the right way, the air sign will be more sure about the choice, because, oh, I was thinking about these, I was analyzing that, I was checking these, so I'm sure I was checking all those 500 scenarios, and I'm very happy with the one that I took. The thing is, sometimes you expend too much energy, sometimes you waste too much time, sometimes you waste opportunities because you don't need to check all those 500 scenarios. You just go into that one. Learn with the opposition fire sign. Just go. Go. Alright? Love you the way you are. Thank you very much. So, then, more specifically, we have Moon in Libra, Sun in Aquarius. That's a gift to initiate new feelings and new emotions of comfort, privacy, security, but because it's air, that security or that privacy will not be like very deep or like very like real. It's more about you feeling comfortable to talk about certain things in certain environments. It's not talking about it, it's not hiding it, you know what I'm saying? So then it's more about having a gift to feel comfortable in connecting, having a gift to feel comfortable, having a gift to be more relatable, having a gift to be more well accepted, having a gift to accept others when they are being very real, very unique, very individual, very passionate, very straight, very strong, very stubborn, very blockhead. You know what I'm saying? Because most Aquarius are, even if they are not like opposing, they are met with opposition, they are met with side eyes. They are sometimes people think Aquarius is too serious, so they don't take them as serious at all. So with the Moon in Libra, there is a gift for others to accept better your unique, fixed and original worldviews, actions, expressions and wants, and just your unique and fixed and dry expression of your individuality has more probabilities to be well accepted, and others can others might hate you right now, but they see your uniqueness right now, and they will start to create in their own subconscious realm. They might not even be aware of it, but they will start to create a way to relate with you or to feel comfortable with your expression, okay? So, yeah, that's it. I'm still thinking about the guy that was like, can I ask a question, and then deleted it. Maybe I answered the question, I don't know. Also, on the other side of the gift, you have Aquarius Sun. So that's a gift to act in very sure, very unique, very strong, very straight, very logical, and very out of these world ways about your new feelings, your new relationships, not necessarily new relationships, but just new ways to feel, communicate, or think about your relationships, and also a gift to act in more unique, strong, and sure ways about your just the connection, the sharing, and the talking about your feelings, emotions, dreams, illusions, and imaginations. So let's take one tarot card for today. Usually, I do on my Instagram as well a little story about today's tarot card. Actually, today I forgot about it. Grand Air Trine. You can forget a lot of things today, but because the Sun and the Saturn are in Aquarius, if it's about your purpose, if it's about some stability, if it's about building something or a connection or a network out of your uniqueness and individuality, you will not forget about it. But everything else, you might forget about it. You know what I'm saying? And then you might remember and forget about it again. So don't get frustrated with yourself. And the Moon is opposing Jupiter, but we'll get into that later on. The Moon, yeah, that's important. The Moon is opposing Jupiter and Chiron. So don't be putting any extra pressure on the mistakes, because naturally we're gonna be already in a state like that, okay? So let's take some cards for today's energy. Alright, first card is Four of Wands. Four of Wands, brother. So that means that we are or we want to, or we are doing this too much, which is making sense or looking for sense, looking for structure, looking for logicality, rationality, and being straight in our feelings, visions, imaginations, spiritual belief systems, and morality belief systems. Let's oh, two, no, just one card, not two cards. Oh, the Tower. Mars, the Tower. Alright. It makes sense. I think it's that Moon opposing Jupiter and Chiron. But then we have a gift to feel lighter, to feel less impactful, to feel less it's the end of the world, about a process, a building up, a sense of accumulation. It's ending today. Alright? But also, the Moon in Libra is making us create new ways to feel, communicate, and think about our relationships and our partnerships. So whatever you was accumulating, because many people, I'm just a bit confused because I want to say, not confused, I'm just thinking about something while I'm talking, and which is, many people see the Tower as a negative thing, but spiritually the Tower is very, very good. Every time the Tower appears in your life, it means that your spirit is ready for the next cycle. Your spirit is ready to start accumulating something new and in different ways. But physically, because many people are attached or too much attached to physical things, they are afraid, they feel bad, they feel like they lost something, and you did, but that's not bad, you know? Imagine if you were carrying everything that you have experienced so far, your spirit wouldn't be able to move. Your spirit wouldn't be able to imagine about new stuff. So the Tower, especially because today is a Grand Air Trine, the Tower is great because we'll feel light. We'll come up with solutions. People in our surroundings will come up with solutions to help us get to the solutions. And especially the air energy means also detachment, means freedom, means traveling, means going from one place to another. So maybe you wanted to go to a new space. Maybe you are already in a new space but with old baggage. And the tower this card is letting you, bro, you are ready to let go. Or look, you're so light, you already let go. And you're like, yeah, let's go. Okay? Especially because it's a grand air trine, this tower is not bad. It's actually really good. And it comes from you making sense of your feelings, visions, imaginations, and spiritual belief systems. So you were thinking, communicating, and analyzing from your passions, your feelings, your actions, and your structure. It was like, hey, I don't need to continue doing this. Hey, I don't need to continue to feel like this, because we are bringing some logicality and some rationality to fire. We are bringing air to fire. We are bringing sense and reality to spirituality in a way that it doesn't kill the spirit and the imagination. So like, hey, I was making sense. I was thinking about my imaginations, and I don't need to imagine that anymore. I don't need to keep using those patterns and references to bring my spirit to a focused place. No. Actually, I've just destroyed that tower. Actually, I've just destroyed that accumulation. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of loss. Open up space for new things to experience. Mr. is saying real shit, experience that today. Nice. Nice. But coming up with solutions. And the tower can mean that. Because people down here, they forgot that, oh, accumulation is great, but you might be accumulating a lot of bullshit. You might be accumulating a lot of things that makes you believe that you will not find the solution. So this tower falling, maybe the answer was right in front of you, but there was this tower there. And you couldn't see the clear sky. You couldn't see the sun rising in the horizon because of the tower. And now the tower fell, and you're like, bro, I can see! I can see! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Jupiter is in Aries right now. So you are initiating new, deep, individual, unique experiences, travels, and ways to obtain wisdom and knowledge. So maybe this tower was like a government tower, a scientific tower. In this tower, we only deal with facts and what's real. So maybe you were missing out in a lot of experiences, and now the tower, the authority fell, so you can now accept and expand way better in those circumstances. Great example, says Daria. That's it. Grand Air Trine also great gift to come up with examples so others can relate to your personal and unique views and perspectives. A bit of scatteredness for the last card. It makes sense. Grand Air Trine, right? Not two cards, just one card. Especially when it's about grand air trines, you gotta have a focus point. You gotta be like really real. You know what I'm saying? Many ideas, many thoughts. Gotta discern what's real, what's not. Oh, the high priestess, the high priestess. The moon. So, you, via your emotions and feelings, via your subconscious realm, via your unconscious realm, you'll receive a message. You'll receive an important, very relevant message about. Hey, wait, that's not. Oh no. Okay. You will receive a message through your body, through your feelings and emotions, through your dreams, and it's a message about how you are changing the world around you or the world within you in a logical way, in a real way. Okay? Because the high priestess means that the message is coming from emotions and feelings, but it does not necessarily is about that. Okay? So, especially after the tower falls, right? You can see the moon, you can see the stars, you can see other stars, you can see other realities, you can see perhaps your inner world better. So this high priestess is telling you that whatever you're looking for is within you, and you can use the grand air trine to make sense and bring logicality to your spiritual realm, to your spiritual belief systems, and to your morality belief systems. And you can tear down any old buildings, any old constructions, mental and social structures, especially social structures, because many people block themselves using external sources, right? So you can take the air trine, make sense about your spirituality and morality, break old patterns, break old constructions, and receive a very strong reinforcing of your own power, very juicy and very good message from yourself to yourself. All right? And that's actually very deep. It will be very personal, so I cannot give a lot of examples. But what I can tell you, it's after the tower falls, and most likely you have to be the one breaking that tower, breaking that construction, breaking that organization. All right, internally speaking, spiritually speaking, and then you'll be able to connect with your spirit, to connect with your deepest parts, and receive all the messages, answers, and the shmoney that you need or want. But in the end of the day, you only get what you deserve. And if what you deserve looks like what you want and need, it means that you are aligned with your spirit. It means that you are being spiritually responsible. I really like that Tower card. Is really giving me the feeling of freedom, uprising, revolution. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, got me tired. Especially on that High Priestess. Because now it's like I'm using more my sacral and solar plexus chakras to process. So these higher chakras that I'm using to communicate with y'all are like now only using 50% of the energy. You know what I'm saying? So let's round this up. Let's do numerology astro reading. Remember guys, I do natal chart readings, tarot readings, and personal consultations. I do it live or recorded. You choose, you pick it up. I also do paintings. You can buy one that's already made. You can ask me for a commission. I also do magic wands. I also do dream interpretations. I was just thinking about if I considered I was thinking too much about a little thing. It's like if I considered my gaming as a service, but if you want you can check my gaming channels on YouTube and Twitch. And let's go. So Sun 20 degrees Aquarius, entering the last decan, entering that Libra decan, right as the moon in Libra. Bro, that's great synchronicity. Spirits are aligned, spirits want to make sense, spirits want to connect, spirits want to talk, spirits want to show their worth in real, connective, relatable ways. So the moon will help us transit in a more smooth, faster, and more profitable, spiritually, energetically speaking way into this new degree, into this new decan of the sun. Sun in Aquarius, 20 degrees, being more relatable, having more spaces to be relatable, having more space to be relatable, or having new spaces to be relatable towards. And by the sun entering that last decan, it's also the Libra decan. So you're going to be creating new ways to relate, to express, and to connect, and to think, and to actually do and associate your fixed and unique creative individual ways to think, communicate, and analyze the world in rational ways. So right now you're going to be more relatable, you're going to be more acceptive, you're going to be more initiating, you're going to desire and want more to associate and connect your unique visions, your unique associations, or your unique projects. And with the sun in Aquarius 20 degrees, you want to expand on how you relate and communicate those same things. So many things making sense in that aspect of connecting your air, connecting your mind, connecting your unique mind. All right? Then we have Mercury 27 degree Capricorn. It means that we can elevate, or you are already elevating, your new and practical thoughts, ideas, and ways to communicate and analyze. Venus 17 degrees Pisces. It means that we are going deep into exalted pleasures, exalted love, exalted relationships. You might get too deep into commitment, into sacrificing yourself for others, love, pleasure, and your relationships. Then we have Mars 12 degrees Gemini. It means that we are getting more wise, we are completing a cycle, we are looking back and relating with ourselves and others, the accumulation and the final steps of the cycle that we were doing. So basically we are being more aware, we are completing an awareness, a 360 about how we associate, share, think, communicate, and receive from others in light, distant, cold ways, passions, motivations, angers, frustrations, deep desires, deep creative impulses as well. Then we have Jupiter 7 degrees Aries. It means that we are separating from old experiences, from old ways of feeling, expressing, traveling, and gathering wisdom and knowledge. And we are being inspired by new experiences, by new travels, by new wisdom and knowledge, which lead us to expand uniquely, individually, and spiritually by creating new ways to see, feel, and express our wisdom, our knowledge, and our experiences. Saturn in Aquarius 26 degrees. It means that we are going deep into our real associations. We are going deep into our unique associations. We are going deep into how you bring your world into the world and you create something for yourself, an organization, a network, a YouTube channel, a newspaper, a company, a blog, a website. So we are going deep. But the thing is, with the Grand Air Trine, you might think or feel that you are going deep on those things, and especially if you are a Gemini, also if you are a Libra a little bit, you might think, oh, I'm talking a lot. People are talking a lot about this. Oh, I have so much energy and others are receiving this well. And you might think that your structure, your association, your thing is the best, is the most unique, is the most individual. It's not. All right, it's not. Especially because Saturn is in Aquarius. If it's being too well received, if people are not asking questions about it, if people are not trying to discern things from themselves, it means neither you or them are going deep. Neither you or them are really into it. So neither you or them are into real, unique mindsets, structures, and associations, because it might look good, it might sound good, it might smell good, it might taste good, it might feel good, but it might not be good. You know what I'm saying? Then Uranus in Taurus 15 degrees, we are bringing more power, more control, more authority, and more attention to our new individual unique ways to be fixed in our security, stability, practicality, and being fixed in receiving validation, love, and profit emotionally and physically speaking in new, unique ways or through new, unique circumstances or businesses. Then we have Neptune in Pisces 23 degrees. It means that we are being more aware, we are being more connective, more attached, and more subconsciously aware of our deep subconscious patterns and of our deep dreams, illusions, and imaginations. So you can be very attached to a generational curse, for an example, or you can see very clear a dream and illusion that you want to make true. And lastly but not least, Pluto 28 degrees Capricorn. It means that we are descending from a high horse, we are descending from a high position into a lower position, because if you are too high, you can see many things, but there is not enough detail, there is not enough resolution and definition. So sometimes you need to focus, you need to come down and down to business, right? So we are doing that about our traumas, taboos, situations of power and control, where the whole world was transforming in ways to create new ways to obtain security, safety, and practicality in your life, or you came up with a new way to do those things and you transformed your own world. All right? Then, to finish the stream real quick, let's see how is the moon in Libra reacting and aligning to all the other alignments. So moon in Libra, trining the sun in Aquarius, a gift to feel more comfortable, to feel more relatable and initiative about your fixed, original, unique, changing, opposing and rebelling actions, thoughts, ideas, associations, expressions and worldviews. Moon in Libra, squaring Mercury in Capricorn, learning how to feel more light about our new practical thoughts, or learning how to think in a more realistic way about our new light feelings about relationships and society. Moon in Libra in conjuncting Venus in Pisces, misunderstanding your feelings towards your relationships, misunderstanding the new feelings, key point, misunderstanding the new feelings or the new conversations or the new topics and subjects on your relationships, or just feeling too attracted about the wrong new feelings. Moon in Libra, trining Mars in Gemini, a gift to feel more comfortable, relatable, or gullible about airheaded, logical, and non-personal passions, motivations, angers, and frustrations. Moon in Libra opposing Jupiter, feeling uncomfortable about your experiences or creating excuses to not go and get the real experiences, or going through experiences that make you feel uncomfortable, but you create a new, better, more sufficient way to think, feel, and share your feelings, emotions, and senses of privacy and security. Moon in Libra trining Saturn in Aquarius, a gift to feel more comfortable, relatable, and gullible about your real and unique circumstances, associations, organizations, and networking. Moon in Libra in conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, a gift in this case, a chance, an opportunity, the alignment to feel comfortable about the wrong, new, unique, fixed circumstances in your life, or a gift to feel uncomfortable about the wrong, unique, new, fixed circumstances in your life. Moon in Libra in conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, reacting in weird, nonsensical, non-realistic ways about your deep dreams, illusions, and imaginations. And lastly but not least, Moon in Libra squaring Pluto in Capricorn, learning how to lighten up, learning how to heal, learning how to elevate, learning how to make sense in a more lighter way about deep traumas that dealt with creating new ways to be stable and secure in your life, or learning how to be more real, more intense, and more committed with your deepest parts when it comes to be secure, be safe, and be profitable in your life. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun and heard some interesting topics and some interesting notions. It will be my flights day soon, and I'll be doing a flights day live stream. I hope you guys can catch me live. Maybe we do a Q&A. You can ask more personal things about how I get into astrology and whatnot. But until next time, it was a pleasure to see you here. Shout out to everybody out there. changing the world right now by being themselves and showing to themselves and others that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Shout out to my beautiful partner Daria. Go check mine and her link tree in the description down below. And just to leave the live stream right now, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Until the next time, as a Cloud Surfer, surfing out.